I'm Dr. Yasapa. Listen, I'm going to begin a new series on astrotheology. I'll continue doing the Devil's Pulpit, but there's a book that I want to bring to you guys' attention that's more easy to follow and more zodiac sign specific. Okay, so let me go ahead and share this with you guys. I'm going to post a link to the PDF. Oh, but this is my this is what I'm eating right now. I'm so hungry, I don't know what to do. I'm at a coffee shop near my place. I'll show you all around before I get to the book. This is a different type of coffee shop, okay? Different style, but it's like a homey, comfy kind of place. And I've seen places like this in California up in the mountains, but instead of coffee, they were tea houses. But anyway, so I'm here, I'm about to eat, and I decided I would do this live video. This is the book that I want y'all to get. I'm gonna put the link in the description area of the video sometime today. All right, so y'all go and get this book. Note the author. The title of the book is The Secret Truth About JC, the Gospel, and the Zodiac. All right, y'all. This is by Reverend Bill Darlison. Reverend Bill Darlison. So y'all make sure y'all get the book. I'll put the link in the chat or search it now. All right. So let me give you an idea of what's in the book. You can see the contents here. All right. I'm not going to go through it all. So this book right here, you can see it goes through each of the zodiac signs and the Bible book, or the gospel book rather, that is coming from. All right, so the first video we're going to do is on Sagittarius, since Sagittarius is coming up in November. I think somewhere around November 22nd, something like that. So let me give you an idea of what we are working with. All right, is this that? No, that's Aquarius. Hold on, let me get the pages right. 167. Yeah, here we go. So you can see Sagittarius. Okay, this is coming from Mark chapter 11, verse 1 through verse 26, okay? And the quotation here is zeal for thy house. All right? So we're going to go through this and see what the author has to say, see what kind of insight he can give us to identify all of the zodiac in the gospel. All right. Now, some of y'all might be thinking negatively about this, okay? You might be thinking, oh, Dr. Yasapa is being harmful or trying to cause hurt or pain. But the reality is that is not the case at all. But look at the ceiling, y'all. So y'all see the ceiling that actually retracts and expands. So if they retract it, you get to see the sky. Okay, and then they retract. They put it out when it's light like this, so that it's not too much sunlight. So the ceiling actually moves. Okay. In Vietnam, they really appreciate nature. So you can get as much sunlight in Vietnam as your heart desires. Let me eat some of this food. So what I want to say to you is this. So in class yesterday, in the 506 The Curses course class, we discussed sky, okay, or heaven, the Ibaryath word, thank you. So I got my coffee, let me show you my coffee. So this is Vietnamese coffee, all right, grown in Vietnam. It's grown in Vietnam. It's good. That's why I come here. I like the coffee. The coffee has a nice taste to it. Okay. So let's go back to the topic. All right. So in the class yesterday, we were on Deuteronomy chapter Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 24. The Ibaryath word in that verse is translated as sky and heaven. All right? So if you know the Ibaryath meaning of the word, which I'm not going to get into right now, that will lead you to the zodiac. Okay, it will lead you directly, not indirectly, but directly to the zodiac. Okay, that leads you to Jeremiah chapter 6. I think it's Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16, which the Hebrew Israelites, that's a core scripture of theirs, or at least it was, years ago. But basically that verse is saying, return to the old ways, the ancient paths. Okay? So that word that's translated as ways is actually, let me rephrase that. Zodiac, the word zodiac, is derived from the Ibaryath word that's translated as way, the way. All right. So put your get this wrapped around your head. Let me repeat that. Zodiac is derived from an Ibaryath, or for y'all who don't know any better, a Hebrew word which is rendered in English as the way, or way. All right. So the Most High is telling the people to return to the old ways, the old paths. So that literally means return to the zodiac. Y'all hear that? Sorry, y'all. I'm really hungry. I need to eat. So the Most High is saying, return to the old ways, to the zodiac. And what's the path? The ancient path. The ancient path is natural law, right? The ancient path is the ecliptic of the sun. The sun's ecliptic. All right? So y'all go back and watch videos that I did. That's the path. And that's the way. So let's bring it even further, or even closer, into your reality. We'll bring it even closer into your reality. Christians, when they first began, they were not called Christians, were they? What were they called? What was it called before it was called Christianity? It was called the Way. So these early Christians were called the Zodiac. Early Christians, look it up in your New Testament, they were referred to as the Way, the Zodiac. Can y'all see? Are your eyes opening now? Are your eyes opening now? Christianity was called the Way. It was called the Way. The Gospels tell the story of the course of the sun entering, passing through, and exiting each of the 12 zodiac signs. This is in Christianity, the Father's abode, and the 12 mansions. The 12 mansions, these are the zodiac signs. All right, y'all get it? Get it? Jeremiah said that we should return to the way and follow the ancient paths. That, my friends, is purely natural law. The zodiac, y'all get it? The zodiac and natural law. So I won't repeat it again, but this last time. Christians were called the way. They called themselves the way. They called themselves the zodiac. All right? Anyway, that's all I have to... Oh, one more thing. Almost forgot. There's another book I want to show y'all to get. I'm doing another series on natural law. All right? I'm going to do these at the same time in addition to everything else that I do. So I want you to, this book comes out of Duke University Library. Let me give you a shot of the title. All right. Let me show you what the title of the book is. Where's the title? Hold on. Here we go. So I want y'all to get this book, Volney's Ruins. Can y'all see that? Volney's Ruins. This book was published in 1869. Volney's Ruins. I'll put, when I do the first video, you see 1869? When I do the first video, I'll also put this in the description area of the video. I'm likely going to make a new, if I get a chance to, make new YouTube channels. One for natural law and one for astrology. All right? So I want y'all to get this book. If you can, get it now. Don't wait for me to upload it. All right, but get it now and start reading it. So here you see on page 186 in this book, you see natural law. You see the book in here. There's two books in one. You see natural law, okay? All right, y'all. So I want y'all to get this and start reading so we can have a nice discussion. Now, I'm going to do this. Some of y'all might not like it, but the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to read and explain. All right? I might read a sentence or a paragraph, or I might read a whole page. So I'll read it and explain as we go. If you don't like that, if that's too much reading for you, then Zion Law School is not a place for you. All right? Because I do not tell people. I'm sharing information with you, and we can have a discussion. But if you want just an overview of information, Zion Law School is not the place. All right, I give the details. I'm here to educate first, not to entertain you. That's not what I do. All right? So don't put any crazy comments in the comment sections like you read too much, or you repeated that too many times. The video could have been over, faster. Don't put any ridiculous stuff like that in there, okay? If you don't like reading, if you don't like learning, just don't come, all right? So I will give you a proper education, provided you want it, all right? So go out and get the links, and let's get into it. And I hope you learned something about astrology today, about the zodiac, all right? And I hope you're able to ask yourself the question, why did your pastor not tell you this? Why are you just now finding out? All right? It's not hard to find out. Anyway, if you want to do something for me, the links are in the chat. You can buy my books. You can hit me up on my Cash App, also my PayPal. All right? I prefer you buy my books. All right? Don't buy them on Amazon. My books are on Amazon. But don't buy them there. Buy them on my website, zionlawschool.org, all right? Amazon takes way too much money. And as y'all can see, we need to be independent of them And y'all actually, you know what? Y'all should be supporting me financially to write the first 5 books, to render, translate everything into Ibaryath. Y'all should support that. You really should support that so I can do it. All right? Modern Hebrew and biblical Hebrew is not ours. And the translations are uh, intentionally there to deceive you and mislead you. All right? So you should get behind me financially. All right? And even start talking about the work I'm doing with your friends and families. All right? Because as you can see, you look at my subscribers, YouTube shadow bans me. Okay? So there ain't no movement. If y'all saying there's a movement, then why doesn't anything move without YouTube? Why doesn't it move without Amazon? If there's a movement, movements are by people. So if you're sitting there doing nothing, thinking that there's a movement because something is on TV, you're out of your mind. All right. Let me assure you, nothing gets to mainstream media unless the media giants who control it want it there. Start using your brain. Stop being excited about Kanye and Kyrie being on the news. All right? Nothing special about that. It's the same old play. You're being manipulated. It's propaganda. You're being manipulated to get excited about something that they're going to, for a change you want, and then they're going to use that change to then stab you in your back. This is their history. And stop falling for the okie doke, okay? Anyway, Islam to all the Moors and Shalom.